See this? This is a Belgian blue. This is essentially the bovine version of a bodybuilder. And the reason for that is it lacks the protein called myostatin that limits how big your muscles can get.
So what is myostatin? Myostatin is a protein your body creates as your muscles get bigger. This protein tells your body to stop growing more muscle because muscle is very expensive tissue. It needs a lot of resources in order to just simply maintain muscle mass, and growing muscle mass requires even more nutrients, which could take away from other bodily daily processes. How does it work? Well, as you put on muscle, as you lift weights, as you grow muscle, your body produces more and more myostatin to help pause on the building system, just so that you're not a person or a being of some type that requires 10,000 plus calories per day just to operate normally. So your myostatin is helping protect you from needing excessive resources in order to just exist.
So let's get back to our Jack cow. Why does it get so big? Because it doesn't have myostatin, the brake system, so it doesn't have anything telling it to stop putting on muscle. So what we see here is what we call double muscling.
This is why people can respond very differently to the exact same workout. We may have one person that has genetically higher myostatin levels, meaning that their brake system is a lot more effective. So their bodies are not going to respond by building a ton of muscle. They have a very heavy limitation system. Then you have another person who doesn't have very high myostatin levels genetically. They're going to respond quickly to some stimulus that would cause adaptation of muscle growth. And so these two people are going to look entirely different. You're doomed if you genetically have higher myostatin levels? No. All it means is that you need to be a lot more intentional about muscle growth. You need to be using stimulus that would promote muscle growth, and you need to be consistent with your progressive overload and for a long period of time. To build muscle, it's just going to take a little bit more work on your part, and you need to be consistent, and you need to be forceful in the progressive overload, and so that it is consistent, and your growth needs to be almost constant, your growth stimulus. You just have to work a little bit harder for muscle growth than someone who does have myostatin and a very low brake system on their muscle growth.